In the journey of building meaningful connections, understanding the nuances of conversation can make all the difference. Whether you're navigating the early stages of dating or looking to deepen an existing relationship, knowing what do women like to talk about with men is essential. Imagine effortlessly engaging in dialogues that not only capture her interest, but also make her feel truly heard and appreciated. This guide delves into the top 8 topics that can make women melt instantly, transforming your interactions from ordinary to extraordinary. From sharing dreams and aspirations to discussing everyday joys and challenges, discovering what girls like to talk about with guys can unlock a deeper emotional bond and foster genuine intimacy. Embrace these conversation starters to create a lasting impression, build trust, and cultivate a connection that stands the test of time. Get ready to elevate your communication skills and embark on a path to more fulfilling and harmonious relationships. Keep watching the video below to discover the secrets that will help you connect on a whole new level. Number 1. Women talk first. Physical attraction. Imagine this. Physical attraction isn't measured by women the same way it is by men. When a woman first sees you, she's picking up on countless details, many of which you may never think to consider. It's not just looks, it's the whole package. The way you carry yourself, your sense of style, and most importantly, how naturally comfortable and authentic you are in your own skin. Fascinating, right? She's reading your body language, noticing the ease in your tone, the strength in your eye contact, even a glimpse of your health and vitality. She's looking beyond surface traits to feel the unspoken confidence, a sort of effortless composure that doesn't need any showboating. Now, add social standing, an aura you might not even be fully aware of, and things get even more interesting. Here's something surprising. She often subconsciously notices how many other women may find you intriguing, a phenomenon known as pre-selection. While it might sound complex, it's actually simple. She's gauging whether you have qualities other women admire, and this can intensify her curiosity. And don't overlook context. Where she meets you, the environment around you, all feed into her first impression. Then, of course, there are the natural physical traits you may have inherited, elements beyond your control that still contribute uniquely to that first spark of attraction. So what truly captivates her? While youth and fertility might be top priorities for men, they're not as central to women. Women are drawn to a broader spectrum of qualities that reflect something deeper. And here's the good news. Most of these initial attraction factors are within your reach to develop. With a bit of intention, you can elevate the way you show up right now. But here's the thing. The real magic lies beyond initial attraction. To cultivate lasting love, where she feels deeply and genuinely connected, that initial spark has to grow. Imagine this. She meets 2 equally attractive versions of you, but she falls for one and feels indifferent about the other. What is it about one that draws her in, makes her want to know more, and creates that undeniable connection? That's where the real work begins. It's about embodying qualities that resonate on a deeper level. Yes, attraction opens the door, but building something meaningful, something truly real, is where the magic happens. Number 2. Self-value, the secret of natural attraction. Having high intrinsic value means possessing deep self-respect, demonstrated clearly through your actions. Many people, especially men learning self-respect, worry that nurturing this confidence might make them seem arrogant. This fear is common, but there's a crucial distinction. Arrogance says, "No one can compare to me," often by putting others down to elevate oneself. True self-esteem, however, feels like, "I am who I am, with no need for comparison." In this mindset, your value is independent of others. It's inherent. You value yourself in a way that stands alone, making you naturally attractive. People, including those who value emotional depth, are drawn to this quiet confidence. They tend to perceive you the way you perceive yourself. Your actions reflect your inner worth, not just your words. Building self-esteem becomes a reinforcing cycle. Acting with belief in your value boosts your self-respect, and when your behavior aligns with that belief, your worth deepens. Don't try to convince her to like you. Most men are merely seeking approval, but showing selective interest signals that you value her meeting your standards, which is immensely appealing. Encourage her, but show her why she should want you. Demonstrate that you're looking for a great match, not by trying to seem superior, but by truly valuing yourself and knowing the traits you seek in a partner. If she playfully challenges you, respond warmly to teasing with lines like, "You're too cute," "Thank you so much," and a genuine smile. Embracing playful teasing signals confidence and a sense of humor, qualities that naturally draw people in. Maintain that steady, calm confidence. Your lack of urgency speaks volumes about your self-assurance. You're not trying to sell your value, you believe in it. After she speaks, pause for a few seconds. This often encourages her to share more, filling the silence. The more she talks and feels heard without pressure, the more comfortable and drawn to you she'll become. Encourage her to speak more in the early stages. This subtly shifts the dynamic, so she's also trying to impress you. Ask open-ended questions like, "What do you love doing the most?" This reveals her values and interests while letting her show what makes her unique. This approach allows you to discover her qualities while demonstrating that you're discerning. When she opens up about something personal, respond positively. Even if you don't fully agree, avoid diminishing it. A neutral comment like, "That's interesting," shows acceptance, making her feel safe and reinforcing your position as someone confident and desirable. High intrinsic value leads to confidence without comparison. You carry yourself as someone exceptional without feeling superior. This is authentic. When you truly believe in your value, others will notice, especially those with romantic interest. As Ralph Waldo Emerson famously said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." In dating and beyond, embodying high intrinsic value means embracing yourself authentically, not for approval, but because you know you are worthy. Number 3. Women's attractiveness criteria pre-choice. Imagine this. You're sitting in your favorite bar, comfortably settled, when a stunning woman with chestnut hair steps in, wearing a dress that catches the light. She has this effortless presence, this glow. But here's the twist. She's surrounded by 4 polished men in tailored suits. Does this entourage make her seem more intriguing? For most people, probably not. This observation opens a fascinating window into a phenomenon called pre-selection and reveals why it often affects men and women differently. For men, seeing a woman surrounded by other men doesn't necessarily add to her allure. However, for women, something intriguing happens when they notice you in the company of other women they find attractive or on par with themselves. It's as though their subconscious perks up, almost as if their instincts signal a magnetic pull. But why? Why does a woman's interest intensify when she perceives that you're someone who already captures the attention of other desirable women? It's rooted in psychology. Women, generally speaking, are drawn to qualities that signal inner strength, emotional stability, and confidence, traits that aren't always easy to detect in a brief encounter. In contrast, men tend to prioritize visual cues like youth and health, which are more immediately apparent. This means a woman's attraction criteria can be more complex and often demands a deeper assessment to see if you meet her standards. Think of her curiosity and attraction as a series of subtle tests to gauge how you respond to different situations. They aren't just playful, they're her way of evaluating your reactions. And if you pass these mini evaluations with grace, her attraction deepens, growing into a genuine connection. You're showing her qualities she values without spelling it out. Now, here's where pre-selection steps into the picture. If she notices that other women of her caliber are interested in you, she may let go of some of those subconscious tests. It's like her mind decides, if these other women are attracted to him, he must have already met their standards. It's a mental shortcut of sorts, a way for her to assume you possess qualities she's looking for without individually verifying each one. There's also an interesting layer of subtle competition here. The idea that others desire you might spark a glint of curiosity, a spark of, oh, he's someone worth the chase. If she believes others want you, her interest naturally heightens, driven by the sense that you're a prize worth winning. So let's say you're interested in her, and you're aware that other desirable women find you attractive as well. What's your next move? This is where keeping high standards becomes essential. When you behave as if you have options, without flaunting it, you subtly communicate that you're a high-value partner. She will pick up on this subconsciously, even if you're not making it obvious. Cultivate a lifestyle you enjoy, a life that lets you connect with others and engage in social activities that build that aura of choice. And if you're in a relationship and the spark feels like it's fading a bit, subtly reintroducing the idea of pre-selection could reignite her interest. You could casually mention something like, "Oh, remember that friend we ran into at the theater? She messaged me about grabbing coffee," and then continue as though it's nothing significant. You're not boasting. You're simply nudging her awareness. As you think about how pre-selection influences attraction, consider this. What could happen if you built a life that naturally attracted the interest of those around you? How might this change not just the dynamics of dating, but your own sense of confidence, worth, and satisfaction? The essence here isn't about playing games or feigning disinterest. It's about living in a way that radiates inner strength and emotional stability, those very qualities that foster genuine attraction. So keep asking yourself, how can the power of pre-selection work for me? What elements of this subtle psychology can I apply to my relationships and self-improvement journey? It's an intriguing path of discovery, one that could lead to connections that are both deeply meaningful and effortlessly magnetic. Number 4, her test, inner strength. At its core, inner strength is that remarkable power to say no when it truly matters, to stand up and speak your own mind, even if it diverges from the crowd, and to walk away unapologetically when necessary. It may not sound romantic, but when she senses deeply and subconsciously that you can let go and still be whole, that you are complete and self-sufficient, she may actually find herself more drawn to you. When you genuinely care about her, respecting your own voice, especially when it differs from hers, is essential. Agreeing to disagree, without diminishing or dismissing her, is powerful. It shows a deep sense of inner strength, something she can genuinely trust. And yes, if she's interested, she may test that resolve. Maybe she'll casually bring up other men, and let's be real, not all of these comments are unintentional. Consciously or unconsciously, she's observing, testing your reaction. If you remain calm, if you don't let jealousy cloud your response, you demonstrate a rare, powerful inner calm. This steady presence says more than words ever could. Remember, true control lies within, not in the world around you. Jealousy, doubt, fear, they're like passing storms. Don't let them steer your course. This unwavering calm is rare and, yes, irresistibly attractive to many. Sometimes it's about having the strength to say no when it's needed, not to push her away, but to show her that you are independent, that your life isn't based on approval. This balanced strength, the ability to refuse gently at times, speaks volumes. It tells her you are a strong, self-reliant man. Paradoxically, that short-term resistance might just spark a longer-lasting respect and attraction. If you feel she's being unreasonable, let her know with a gentle word, maybe even a smile. It's all in how you handle those moments. Guide her, gently, without being harsh, showing emotional stability she may deeply appreciate. A woman wants to feel that in her moments of tension, she has someone calm and grounded beside her. If she chooses to walk away or acts in ways that cross your boundaries, don't let desperation overwhelm you. Let her know how you feel, and then move forward, rooted in your own self-worth. This confidence isn't just about being attractive, it's about building your own self-respect. It tells her and reminds yourself that you have the ability to create emotional stability, to be complete on your own. In these actions, you're building genuine self-respect, strong and appealing. When you stand in your own quiet confidence, her initial interest may blossom into something deeper. Remember, those tests she may throw your way aren't obstacles, they're opportunities. Opportunities to strengthen not only the bond with her, but the bond you hold with yourself. Number 5, maintain positive nurturing for long-term relationships. Active attention is the cornerstone of keeping your partner's interest alive, especially as the relationship grows. Yet here's where many men stumble. They ease up on the effort once the relationship is secure. But if you want to keep her in love with you, the truth is you need to keep dating her. Give her positive, consistent attention, investing in the emotional bond that makes her feel cherished. Never stop taking her out simply because you're now together. Too often, men stop dating their partners and then wonder why their partners seem distant or unhappy. These feelings don't arise overnight, they accumulate. No matter how hectic life gets or how many responsibilities pile up, prioritize those date nights with her. The goal? To enjoy each other's company, just like you did at the beginning. Take charge of the planning. Pick a time, choose an activity. And if she has a better idea, go for it. When she needs your attention, give it fully. Listen when she's sharing something, even if it's just for a few seconds. Notice her new shoes or the story she's excited about before diving back into what you were doing. These small moments of positive attention make a world of difference, showing her she's valued and appreciated. And when she brings up something serious and you're busy, be honest and suggest a specific time to discuss it, like, "I'll be free in 40 minutes. Let's talk then." This sets a respectful boundary, letting her know she's worth your focused attention. Remember, the basics still matter. A heartfelt please, thank you, good morning, and good night. Small positive behaviors like these consistently lead to a higher level of relationship satisfaction than simply avoiding negative behavior. The presence of positive actions holds more weight than the absence of negativity. Treat her the way you did during the early days of dating and keep up that energy as long as you can. If you weren't doing it on your first date, consider starting now. By consistently giving her your positive attention, you're laying the groundwork for her continued interest. Keep the flame alive by staying engaged, spontaneous, and appreciating the little things. When you give her your true attention, you're investing in a future rich with love and connection. Number 6, honor a relationship with respect. Respect in a long-term relationship means building a foundation of trust, honesty, and patience. It's not just about avoiding shouting matches or physical confrontations. It's about truly valuing each other's emotions, thoughts, and unique traits. Warren Buffett once said, "Respect isn't demanded, it's earned." This respect fuels a partnership where both sides feel appreciated and seen. But how can you show respect in a way that captures your partner's heart and lets them know they genuinely matter? Picture this. Your partner shares an idea with you, but you think it might be unrealistic. What's your gut reaction? Is it to laugh, dismiss, or brush it off? Instead, try responding with encouragement. Say something like, "That sounds interesting. Let's explore it together." This response doesn't just show you value her thoughts, it supports her enthusiasm. The true value lies not in agreeing on everything, but in knowing that your ideas won't be mocked. Imagine how you'd feel if she dismissed something meaningful to you. Respect is a two-way street. built moment by moment through every interaction. Respect also means how you handle challenges and disagreements. A respectful approach involves listening without interrupting or rushing to solve her problem. As the saying goes, listen to understand, not to reply. Instead of immediately offering solutions, which can sometimes come off as dismissive, ask, "Is there more you'd like to share?" Or, "How can I best support you?" By creating an environment where she feels safe to express herself fully, you strengthen the bond that shows she's valued as an equal. Women often process their thoughts by speaking them out loud, so giving her this space can be incredibly meaningful. And what about when she talks about feeling stressed or frustrated? Instead of jumping in with advice, affirm her abilities by saying something like, "I believe in you. I know you'll figure it out." This response boosts her confidence without unnecessary interference. Psychology research has shown that confidence and partner support are crucial for maintaining healthy, lasting relationships. By respecting her ability to solve her own problems, you empower her instead of overshadowing her. Now, think about everyday situations like when you're out together. Respect means being present, not letting your eyes wander or discussing other women. Imagine how you'd feel if she did the same with other men. It would sting, wouldn't it? Choosing to be fully present shows that despite any distractions, you've made a conscious choice to honor her. It signals that she is your focus. This kind of attention strengthens your relationship and makes her feel secure. Respect, in its essence, is woven into every glance, every word, and every shared moment. It's in how you look at her when she speaks, the way you value her input even when you don't fully agree, and how you choose her over fleeting distractions. It's not just about saying you care. It's showing it, consistently, in ways that make her feel seen, cherished, and safe. So the next time you're faced with a choice, respond, listen, or stay present, ask yourself, how can I make her feel valued in this moment? Because true respect isn't a grand gesture. It's a series of small, intentional actions that say, "I choose you," every single time. Number 7, create conditions for her to chase you. Starting off as a small challenge in dating doesn't mean creating distance or pretending not to care. Instead, it's about setting a standard, making her feel that your attention is something special. There's a thrill in the chase, a certain excitement that deepens attraction, and giving her just a little space to wonder about you will amplify this. Think about it. If you're constantly texting her right from the start, where's the room for curiosity? Does she even get a moment to wonder about you, to question whether you truly care? If you're always available, she might miss the anticipation that sparks attraction. Your attention is valuable. There's no need to devalue it by giving it away too easily, too soon. If holding back feels uncomfortable, it might reveal a belief worth exploring. Attraction thrives on balance between warmth and mystery. Here are 3 practical ways to tap into this balance while dating. Compliment her sincerely whenever you meet, but add a touch of humor. Instead of just saying, "You look great," try adding something playful. This push-pull approach combines warmth with a light tease. For example, say something like, "You're really stunning. Too bad I'm not into you at all," with a mischievous smile. The balance of kindness and humor is magnetic. It makes your attention feel earned and just a little bit more intriguing. If she asks you for a small favor, add a lighthearted request in return. This doesn't make you demanding. Instead, it gives her a sense of contributing to the connection. It's a playful exchange, a give and take that signals she's invited to interact with you in a relaxed, balanced way. After a great date, send a simple thank you text, like, "Thanks for a lovely evening." This short, sincere message tells her you enjoyed her company without overwhelming her with too much attention. Avoid diving into long conversations immediately after. Instead, let her feel a touch of curiosity, giving her the space to reach out. Imagine this. If you responded to every text immediately, it's like unwrapping all your gifts on Christmas morning. There's nothing left to look forward to. Instead, pace your interactions so she has the space to process her feelings for you. This can deepen her attraction, allowing her to build more of a connection at her own pace. If she suggests meeting up, that's great. Always accept the invitation. If she asks you to hang out and you're busy, simply say, "I'm tied up tonight, but I'd love to meet you tomorrow at 8. How does that sound? Keep repeating this process until she starts suggesting the idea of a relationship. Give her the chance to pursue you by holding back the urge to text constantly or invite her out right away. Taking things slow encourages her attraction to grow deeper. This approach works because when she's pursuing you, the chances of her losing interest decrease. What truly sparks her interest is your high value, inner strength, your choices, and the challenge you present. Every time your actions reflect these qualities, her interest grows. When they don't, it fades. This simple yet powerful principle can elevate your dating life. Remember, it can take months of dating before she truly feels what we call love or deep, lasting interest. So, take your time and let her figure things out at her own pace. Your feelings after the first date might be similar to hers after 3 or more dates, assuming she truly likes you. Allow her to grow at her own pace and be patient. Number 8. What keeps the flame of love burning? Wow, isn't it amazing how so many people think the hard part of a relationship is just winning someone's heart? But the truth is, that's just the beginning. Love isn't something you simply achieve and then leave on autopilot. It's a journey that needs constant nurturing, and that's where the magic really happens. Think of it like a fire that needs tending. If you neglect it, eventually it burns out. But with care, it blazes, warming everything around it. One of the biggest pitfalls? Believing the work stops after commitment. Let me tell you, the moment you think you've arrived is the moment things start to slip. Successful relationships thrive because both people keep growing, not just as individuals, but together. And no, I'm not talking about uprooting your life every few years or chasing perfection. Growth is about staying curious, setting new goals as a team, and bringing fresh energy into your shared life. Because when you evolve, so does the relationship, making it more exciting and less likely to fall into a rut. Ever noticed how mundane chores can trigger tension over time? You'd be surprised how many relationships hit rocky patches because of an unbalanced load of daily responsibilities. And here's the kicker. Fixing it is simpler than you think. Don't wait until resentment builds up. Sit down, talk about who handles what, and most importantly, be proactive. If she's been in the kitchen cooking up a storm, don't sit back and wait for her to hint about the dishes. Roll up your sleeves and clean up. Little acts like that, they're relationship gold and show that you're invested in the balance of your shared life. Now, let's talk about emotional presence. It's so easy to slip into routine, where you nod along but aren't really there. But you know what keeps that spark alive? Actually being present. Not just hearing her words, but listening, feeling what she feels, and engaging without rushing to play the hero who fixes everything. Sometimes, all she needs is your attention and your patience. When you show genuine interest, you build a connection so deep even silence can be meaningful. And we can't skip over trust, the bedrock of every lasting love story. It's built with consistency, dependability, and the little promises you actually keep. No, you don't have to be perfect. But being a rock when the seas get rough makes her feel secure, and that trust transforms into something truly unbreakable. Because, let's face it, life will throw curveballs. But when you face them side by side, it only makes the bond stronger. And humor? It's like the secret ingredient that keeps things light. When life gets heavy, and it will, being able to share a laugh changes everything. It's not about ignoring the hard stuff. It's about tackling it with a smile, knowing that together, you're unstoppable. Laughter cuts through the tension, makes the difficult moments bearable, and reminds you that joy is always within reach, even on the toughest days. At the end of the day, relationships are built on effort, day in and day out. They're about growth, emotional support, and creating a fortress of trust. As Will Smith so powerfully put it, being realistic is the most commonly traveled road to mediocrity. Why be ordinary when you can be extraordinary? Love is not static, so why should your efforts be? Keep growing, keep showing up for each other, and your love will not just last, it'll flourish. In every conversation, remember, it's not about dazzling with words, but connecting with genuine intention. Building a bond that melts a woman's heart involves showing curiosity, empathy, and respect. If you're wondering what do women like to talk about with men, the answer is simple. Anything that makes her feel seen and valued, from shared dreams to personal stories, and light-hearted banter to deep conversations. Showing sincere interest in what girls like to talk about with guys opens the door to a genuine connection. If you enjoyed this video and want more insightful content like this, show your support by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Stoic Goddess channel and tap the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest videos. Your thoughts matter to us, so feel free to share your reflections in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you again next time.